In 1985, Robert Ballard discovered the wreck of the Titanic on the bottom of the Atlantic. But it wasn't until 12 years later that we made our own Titanic discovery here. In 1997, like many dads I'm sure, I was dragged down to see the film Titanic by my kids. It was a very long film, but I stuck with it, and as it approached its climax, the Titanic had sunk. Rose, the heroine, had seen her newfound lover sink under the Atlantic, and then she picked up a whistle and blew it, and it was heard by sailors on a lifeboat looking for last survivors. She was rescued, and I just knew there had to have been an ACME whistle. Could it be that we had supplied whistles to the Titanic? I missed the rest of the film, rushed back to the factory, and there in an ancient ledger, broken and oil-stained, is a list of everybody we've supplied and every punch and tool and die we've had since 1870. And sure enough, we supplied 30 whistles to White Star Line for use on the Titanic in 1912. And from that ledger, I could go to the little pigeonholes, oak pigeonholes on the side of our press shop wall, and take down the actual tooling that was used to make those whistles. And we remade 50 perfect replicas on not just the original tooling, but on the machinery that would have been there in those days and in the original factory workshop. So we made our own Titanic discovery and had been completely unaware that we'd done that all those years ago. I wonder what other tales are yet to unfold about the history of this company.
Good morning, fellow Titanic enthusiasts. I got another little, not so much an artifact, but a replica. Replica that was actually from the artifact. And some of the things that I've shown you may not have been the real thing from the ship, but they were reproduced from the real thing. One of the things I have to show you today is something that was actually built by the factory and tooled the same way it was back in 1912. I'm talking about the whistles. And the ACME company, ACME, they produced 30 whistles for the White Star Line back in 1912 for Titanic. And recently they had discovered the tooling and all the tools that they had when they made the whistles for Titanic, so they brought the line back. And you can see it's got Titanic stamped on the side. And I think it's amazing because this is the actual factory that's still in existence. These are made in England. Let me see if it shows made in England anywhere. It's got the barcode. This is the mate's whistle. And that's it. That's all it's on the box. Made of the original tooling by the original supplier in 1912. The authentic Titanic White Star Line mate's whistle. Solid brass, made in England. So this is pretty interesting. It was most notably, like the man said in Titanic in the film, at the end of the film where Rose is in the water, fearing that she's going to be overlooked by the rescuers, she dives in and she takes a whistle off one of the officers that had been deceased. And she blows the whistle, they hear her, and they come back for her. Now, along with the whistle, it also came with a pendant. It's like the same pendant that the officers would wear of the White Star logo. So let me take it out of the bag and I'll show you guys what it looks like. Okay, so I took the pin out of the plastic. You can see this is the White Star Line, and this is R.M.S. Titanic. And on the back it has you can take the pin, well, the back off, the cap, and you push it through your lapel or the officer's lapel. And there it is. And it's probably not going to focus. Oh, there we go. R.M.S. Titanic. You can see the White Star flag. And behind in the background is a ship's logo. And the banner has the ship's name, R.M.S. Titanic. And you can push that through the clothing or the lapel. And then you put the little backing on and it holds it in place. Let's see, I don't know if we can see Captain Smith's. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if we can see it in that picture. But anyway, that's the pin that came with the whistle. So I think that's pretty nice. And I took the whistle out of the box, and it does come with a certificate. So let me read this to you guys. Certificate of Authenticity. ACME Specialist Whistle since 1870. This is to certify that the whistle is an authentic replica of the mate's whistle manufactured and supplied by ACME in 1912 for use on the White Star Line steamship Titanic. The original first mate's whistle, which helped to save 700 lives, was sold at the London auction for 3,100 quid. Made from solid brass, this replica was produced using the original tooling. Simon Topman. So, nice little certificate of authenticity, just showing the origin of the whistle and a little bit of its history. I showed you guys the box, and I showed you guys the certificate, so let me show you guys the whistle. Now the little cork or the P inside is a little bit swollen because I had washed this. We are living in a pandemic, guys, so you get a whistle, and it's no offense to wherever you got it from, but you're going to want to wash it with hot soapy water. You can see it's pretty nice. It's got the word Titanic stamped in on it. You can see the ball or cork P inside. And the ACME Thunderer, made in England. So I haven't blown this whistle yet. I gave it time to dry after I washed it out. But imagine that the lifeboats are in the water and they're looking for some of them to come back to refill some of the lifeboats. So I'm going to let you listen to what the whistle would have sounded like on that night in 1912. These whistles are very, very loud. Actually, they're very ear-piercing. So, with all the hubbub and the commotion that's going on the decks, as everybody's scrambling and panic-stricken, and they're trying to bring order, I can imagine the use of these whistles will get your attention. But that's just another little piece of the puzzle that was going on with the Titanic on that cold night in April in 1912. So that was the whistle from ACME or ACME. And if you want to purchase this, you can get it off eBay. And they come with the little button. So that, my friends, I hope you enjoyed this short video. And until the next Titanic related goodie, I'll talk to you guys soon.